Hey guys, it's Rodimus Primal. I am back with another video, and today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Star Wars. Now, if you guys have been following my main channel, you know that I did a review for Star Wars The Force Awakens in my car. It was a shoddy video, and then I did a Last Jedi review, and I was kind of like in the middle of the road with it. And then I did a video where I really felt, after watching The Last Jedi a second time, that, well, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. My family didn't like it. We were all mad at Star Wars. And it wasn't because of the politics around it, but it was about the actual storytelling in The Last Jedi. And, well, you know, of course, people gave me a lot of flack for it, you know, and I expressed my feelings on another video where I was just basically saying, hey, you know what? I'm done with Disney Star Wars. I didn't want to watch another Star Wars theatrically after seeing The Last Jedi again and really thinking it through. And I didn't see Solo because of it. And I still haven't seen Solo. It's on Netflix. I could watch it if I feel like it, but I don't feel like it. So what I want to talk to you guys about today has to do with Mark Hamill. And Mark Hamill showed this image here that he is, you know, would have loved to have seen Harrison Ford or Han Solo and Luke Skywalker actually come together and embrace. I would have loved to have seen all three of them on screen. And after Carrie Fisher died, it was a sad day. And Carrie Fisher, I got to give her a lot of credit, because if you've seen her in interviews, she shoots it straight. She literally says, you know, what her feelings are about Rian Johnson. And Rian Johnson literally put in the movie, kill the past, you know, destroy the past, kill it if you must. And of course I'm misquoting it, but the thing is, you know, hearing that line was in a way trying to tell Star Wars fans, you no longer matter. We only are trying to sell to people who don't really like Star Wars. We're trying to get a new audience. We don't want the existing audience. And that's what they were literally doing. Well, Mark Hamill said in an interview that I just thought Luke's never going to see his best friends again. You look at it in a self-centered way. I said it was a big mistake that these three people would never reunite in any way. I guess I was wrong, because nobody seems to care. I have to stipulate that I care, but it didn't really seem to affect the larger audience. Luke, Han, and Leia will never be together again, and I'll probably never get to work with Harrison again. Then the second thing was that they killed me off. I thought, oh, okay, you should push my death off to the last one. That's what I was hoping when I came back. No cameos in a run of the trilogy contract. Did I get any of those things? Because as far as I'm concerned, the end of 7 really is the beginning of 8. I got to do one movie. They totally hornswoggled me. And he later goes on to say how Rian Johnson did not care that, you know, Luke met up with C-3PO, and, you know, Rian Johnson's like, oh, just do whatever. And I'm like, I'm sitting here reading this whole interview the whole time. I'm like, man, like, it really goes to show you that Rian Johnson did not care about the legacy characters. He didn't care about established canon, and he had a lot of negative things to say to a lot of fans when it came to criticism of The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was a bad movie. Let's get it straight. If you liked it, fine. I think it was a bad movie. My wife thinks it's a bad movie. My family thinks it was a bad movie. We really don't want to see Episode 9 theatrically because of how bad Episode 8 is. And at the end of the day, Mark Hamill agrees. You know, here is a guy who, for a lot of people, was their hero. And you totally take that hero and ruin his character. And he openly admits that they pretty much did. And mind you, you have a bunch of new characters. If I want to care about the new characters, the older characters have to pass the torch. And they have to pass the torch properly. You guys know, I'm a Rodimus Prime fan. Clearly. Rodimus Prime was the successor to Optimus Prime. And the thing about Rodimus Prime was that, you know, there was good, bad, and ugly, and people either love him or hate him. You know, I'm one of those people who actually love his character. But it was Optimus Prime who passed the torch. Literally, he was within the torch of the Matrix of Leadership when Hot Rod became Rodimus Prime. these new characters, Rey and Poe, and all these characters in the new Star Wars movies, they need to have like this pass the torch moment, and they really didn't have that. Instead, it was like they took the characters that existed and twisted them in a way. And here's the other thing about The Last Jedi that really, really gets under my skin, that people don't think about when they think about how bad The Last Jedi is that I kind of liked The Force Awakens. I hated the fact that Han Solo died, which is understandable because Harrison Ford didn't want to continue. But the thing is, because of The Last Jedi, I hate The Force Awakens too. Because everything that was important about The Force Awakens, things that were like, okay, well, you kind of, you're playing it safe, and the sequel, you can kind of like go in a new direction or bring things in a new light that'll make The Force Awakens even better. It's kind of like the first Star Wars movie. Empire Strikes Back is so good based upon the fact of how the first Star Wars movie is really good. And The Last Jedi is so bad that it makes The Force Awakens bad. You know what I mean? So, like, everything about The Force Awakens is now made irrelevant in The Last Jedi. And so Episode 9, do I really want to see it? Really? Not really. And that's sad. That's sad. I should want to see Episode 9, and I don't. And I'll probably wait for like a DVD release or a Netflix release, and I'll watch it at my leisure. I'm not going to pay money so that I can be told that my opinion as a Star Wars fan, that my family's opinion as a Star Wars fan, as Star Wars fans, and it's not just, that's the thing, it's not just me. You go, everyone's sitting there looking like, oh, well, it's just this like dude who's like on YouTube, ranting about Star Wars. Well, it's not just me. My family like has gone off on like hours upon hours of tangents and about Star Wars, because my mom, she loves Star Wars. She like was so annoyed that Han Solo died, and she finally watched the Solo movie and on Netflix, and she's like, not that good. My wife is like, I want to see how it ends, but The Last Jedi wasn't good. And my dad's like, no, it's not really that good. And we're sci-fi people. We like this kind of stuff. So to have a movie do that much to the Star Wars community, and granted, there are people who like it. There are elements in the movie that people liked. But as for me, man, it just sucks that they've ruined Star Wars for so many people and in so many ways. And I honestly hope that Episode 9 is better than what we got out of Episode 8, and that it fixes the problems that we had and makes a good close to the trilogy. I'm still not going to see it theatrically just because of the reaction that Episode 8 had. Here's my thing, and I feel about this way about The Last Jedi. I feel this way about a lot of current movies that are, especially one that just came out this weekend. You don't go off and and insult fans because they have gripes about a movie. 15, 20 years ago, people can make gripes and complain about a movie, and they would say, yeah, all right, we may have made mistakes. Maybe we'll make it better next time. You don't go off and say, you don't like my movie, you're a hater. No. It's just absolutely wrong. But that's the video. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like this video, be sure to thumbs up and subscribe. I am going to do more rant videos like this on this channel. Of course, I have my main channel where I still talk about other stuff that is mostly to do with Transformers. So you'll still have plenty of that. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and if you want to help support me on Patreon. And as always, guys, until next time, till all are one.